Hello, my chariots. Welcome back to my channel for another chariot soul message that I have for you today. These readings are for the collective, okay? They are not a pick a card reading. So if you're looking for a pick a card reading, you can go check out one of the other videos that I've already uploaded to my channel, or you can be on the lookout for a pick a card reading coming up soon, a new one. Other than that, we can get started here. All right. This is a reading where I just go with the flow, read the messages that come through, and see who I'm connecting with today. All right. So before we get started, my chariots, let's just take that moment to center ourselves and to focus. So if you can, I want you to take in a deep breath for me right now. And just be still for a moment. I am looking to connect with your intuition so I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust my intuition always. All right, so before I get started with tarot, let's take two cards from Sacred Destiny and see what's coming through here. So let's take a look. Gateway. Wow. And stillness. So I do feel, obviously these two, I feel someone's been, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? How can I describe what I'm feeling? Um, Someone needs to settle. All right. I feel like, there's a gateway coming up tomorrow, 8/8, the Lion's portal, huge portal. Okay. But in addition to that, I feel like there's a gateway that Spirit is trying to present to someone. And I feel like, it's almost that Rami energy of when someone can't sit still, and it's time to just take a deep breath, take a breather. All right. Um, I feel that someone needs to slow down, all right? I feel there's someone that I'm connecting with. They're on the go to the point of, I feel it's like they're almost on the go, um, meaning like they won't settle, they won't take the time to go within, sort of, sit in that stillness with themselves because of, there's a feeling here of a fear of what they might feel. There may be some healing that's required, and this is whoever I'm connecting with, your way of not sort of facing what needs to be faced. So let's grab some tarot cards and see what comes through. All right, so we have the moon, and we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Fool, and we have the Seven of Wands. Let's see if I can just move these over a little bit. And we have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Six of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. And we have the Page of Swords. Sorry, that was a truck. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, there's this feeling here with this stillness card, um, and the gateway. I almost want to ask the question. So, my chariots, there's someone here. Wow, they want a new start. Okay. So they feel like, I'm connecting with someone who strongly feels like they're missing out on something, all right, that they've missed out on some opportunity. Um, and it's almost that energy of could have, should have, would have type energy. Uh, and when I look at the cards, I do feel that whoever I'm connecting with, they're having to learn, they're trying to accept their shadow side, which they're struggling with. And I feel like that's why this moon energy is here in the center of this reading, right? The moon energy represents that shadow side. It also represents illusions, okay? Not knowing the full story, but thinking that you're seeing something. You don't have the whole picture here. It does represent secrets. So I feel that someone that I'm connecting with is struggling. Okay, there's a struggle within them. And whoever I'm connecting with is they really want that fresh new start. They really, it's almost the energy that's coming through is they want to do over, as if you messed something up and you kind of regret it and you want to try. Can we start over? That's the energy that's flowing through this reading. Someone feels like they've missed out on an opportunity. They're looking for a new start. All right. And yet I feel that there's a wall here. There's defenses that are running very high. There's a wall that's been built that is preventing whoever I'm connecting with from being able to pick up this sword and swing it and move forward and learn something new. There's new opportunities that I feel that whoever I'm connecting with wants. So my chariots, if that is one of you out there, you want these new opportunities with the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles, and yet something's holding you back here. All right. Something is very much holding you back. There's a wall built, though, from what I can see. I feel that you have your heart very protected. So I'm not sure if something happened here in your past where you feel very hurt, if your heart's been broken. But the wounded warrior is here, the Nine of Wands. Okay. And that's someone that's not willing to throw in the towel. They're not willing to give up, right? So you're not willing to throw in that towel and give up on yourself, and yet you want to move forward, right? You want victory, you want success, and yet there's a struggle here because you're frustrated that it's not happening, and yet you've sort of pinned yourself like so that it's almost like you set yourself up where you think, you know, this is the best way for you to move forward so that you don't get hurt. Meanwhile, you're blocking all sorts of opportunities from getting to you. All right. So I can tell that this is very ego driven. What it is the shadow side of somebody working through their ego instead of going within and finding this stillness that Spirit's pointing out and looking and listening for your intuition, for your inner voice. Okay. Um, it takes a sort of, moments to breathe and relax and go within and not be afraid of what you're going to feel inside. And even if those emotions run high and they're sad or um, they're upsetting, that's okay. That's okay for you to feel that and work through it instead of avoiding it. Because by avoiding it is what you're doing is you're just creating um, more adversities and challenges and obstacles from getting in the way of this opportunity that you're looking very much to have, which is this Ace of Pentacles. All right. And this is the gift, the gateway. All right. The Ace of Pentacles. That's the gift from Spirit, from the universe, saying you have this opportunity here. You have this ability to manifest and create whatever you want. You have this ability to take that leap of faith, to go for it. And you know this as well because the High Priestess is here, right? So there's something that sits within you. And maybe it's because you didn't speak your truth. It's a bit of feeling again regret or something that you left behind, something that you didn't do or something that you're wishing that you would have done. All right. With this High Priestess. But the thing is, she's mute, so she's all knowing. She definitely represents intuition and that inner voice, but she's quiet. Okay. She doesn't speak. So a lot of times for me, this is a card about speaking your truth. You know what's going on inside. I feel whoever I'm connecting with, you know what's eating at you inside, but yet you still are allowing yourself um, to sit, I feel, in this dark place instead of accepting some of the things that have happened to you and taking a deep breath, recognizing it, and then moving forward and making changes to differ your life from where you are now. All right. Instead, you're kind of, it's almost like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you somehow have pinned yourself or trapped yourself into an area where you feel like you can't escape or there's no more room for growth, like as if almost to accept it is what it is. I guess this is how it's going to be instead of taking charge and saying, no, this is what happened. This is what I'm learning from, and this is how I'm going to move forward to better myself. All right. Um, Look, on the bottom of the deck, we also have the World card, which is beautiful, showing me that you have this, there's a positive outcome here. There's a situation that's going on that for you is going to result in a positive completion of a cycle. All right. And that's how I look at this when I see the world. All right. So let's see. Let me pull some other cards to see if there's anything else I can get. Let's do Wisdom of the Oracle and see what comes through. What else, Spirit? Who are we connecting with? For some of you, and just some, I'm feeling that there are some that there's a connection with someone that has children, and you feel like it's your children that are holding you back. And I don't mean to say that in a negative way, or that you feel, um, this is not to say that you feel negatively or bad towards your children, but what I'm feeling is the energy almost of in parenthood, motherhood, when you've spent so much of your time taking care of, defending these children, this family that you may have, and now it's time for you to sort of spread your wings and grow again. And there's some almost like kind of like a victim mentality where you feel like, again, there's certain things that you wanted to do that you didn't accomplish. But it's time to change that way of thinking. It's time to step into this gateway and realize that whatever you feel is lost or is the missed opportunity here, it's never too late to make the changes to move forward in how you really want to be or how you want to grow or things that you want from life. And that's why I feel this Page of Pentacles is here and why the Fool is here as well. Mending. Wow. So this is number 52, and this is all about healing. You're mending. I feel like, again, someone's soul needs some care. They need some mending here. And this is number 52, which reduces to 7. And there's that Chariot again. I feel like it's been showing up frequently when I'm doing readings about having that courage within your heart to make that choice to move forward in life. All right, no matter what experiences have occurred or anything where you feel like you've been set back. All right. Yes, your soul, your heart requires some mending, okay? It requires some nourishment, it requires some care, but you can still have victory, you can still have success, all right? And yet on the bottom of the deck, look at this, we have TikTok here. So it's almost like time is of the essence, In one way, I feel Spirit wants you to know this is number 30, reduces to 3, and there's that Empress power, that divine Empress, uh, the divine feminine, beautiful energy of growing and learning and fertility and abundance. And I even get the feeling there's still, for some of you, this energy coming through. Again, you feel like time is lost. Time is of the essence. Time is ticking. Like you feel like time has been wasted. And what I'm trying to say here is, you have to change that thinking and start looking ahead, that chariot energy, forward movement, mending yourself and heal yourself and taking that plunge, taking that leap of faith, taking that risk to move in the direction that you truly want to go. All right. So let's close out with my favorites. Let's get the divine puppies in here, the divine dogs, and see what it is, my chariots, that you need to, what is this situation? Whoever I'm connecting with, Spirit, at this time, what do they need to focus on so that they could mend their soul, mend their hearts? Acceptance, okay? Loving what is, all right? So I do feel, again, being gentle with yourself, accepting yourself for where you are right now, what is right now, and then taking that and moving forward, all right? Not with regret, learning from anything that you've experienced and being able to actually take that plunge and move forward. Rest. Take a time out. Isn't it funny? We have the stillness card, and I have this rest card. Again, I feel this like very rammy type energy of someone that can't sit still for the life of them. Like they feel like they have to be on the go all the time. And it's almost like that energy, or when I get one of the message cards that say that someone really indulges in work to keep themselves busy instead of healing what needs to be healed. It's like they keep doing, X, Y, and Z in order so that they do not have to deal with the main issue that's sort of, eating at their soul, right? Tugging at their heart. Uh, Very restless energy here that I'm picking up on. Okay, let's get one more before I close out. Um, Dreaming. Dream big. And now, did I just say this earlier? There's this energy coming through like um, it's time to sort of take action. Ooh, and the arrogance is on the bottom here. Get off the pedestal. So, again, I did feel with the Six of Wands, there's some ego. There's some ego here, stubbornness, arrogance, um, letting go of all that energy that I feel is what, holding you back, and taking that time to mend your heart instead of throwing yourself into these energies that I feel are not helping you. If anything, they're just setting you on a path to being more defensive and stubborn, instead of feeling relaxed and understanding, hey, why these things happened to you, how can I change things going forward. So I'm going to close out with the power of the surrender and see what it is that you need to surrender at this time in order to move yourself forward, to help yourself. So let's take a look here. This one. Wow. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. All right. Very interesting. All right. So focus on yourself. And then look at this, even on the bottom of the deck, we're ending with surrender to low self-esteem with the beautiful sunflower here. We need that Queen of Wands energy, that inspiration, that power, that feistiness behind the Queen of Wands. You deserve success. All right. You deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. All right, my chariots. So here is your message for the week. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again at the next pick a card reading. Okay, bye.